one thing I always notice coming from a man is how they feel like women are always expecting so much of them and like wanting so much of them and giving so little. You know, just
Their rent paid.
Just as an example, like yes, your rent paid,
but this is a category
or just saying like you said, oh, a man has to just do the most to get me. You know, like they have to make me feel like I'm the catch, but a man is also the catch too, you know.
But yes, but remember back in the day,
so
men.
Tricky. I be feeling bad for men. I'm happy I wasn't born a man.
But men used to come to your door and ask for.
But we not back in the days.
Amanda Sue.
I wish we were back in the days. I said that in the last episode.
No, it was worse, babe. It was worse back in the day. You had to really go to the door. Niggas ain't getting out the car and walking to your door to pick up nothing.
Well,
it's the bare minimum.
That's a choice you've made to date these niggas. Can we say that? Okay. And secondly,
nobody's doing it. When was the last time a man came to your door?
Rome, do you do that?
You ain't going to nobody's door.
I'm a lover. So yeah.
You be going to the door.
You go to doors?
You go to the door.
I go to the door.
And you know every girl's first and last name.
When I'm into you
Thank you. I won. Thank you. When I'm into you.
But it's not a game.
When I'm into you.
When I'm into you, like I'm showing interest.
Mad interest.
But you have to understand, like that as me.
He wants it reciprocated.
I'm always going to do that. And that's partly because I was raised that way. But also, I know the last nigga dropped you off at the curb. And that little step of me getting out to go to the door is going to put me ahead.
It's not always that though. Maybe the last dude didn't drop her off to the curb, but maybe he lacked in other areas. But at the end of the day, making those extra steps is necessary when dating certain women. But again, these days, people are not even doing that.
I think it's all women. Like if you just stay consistent and show that interest, and like I'm going to open your door, I'm going to walk on the outside when we walk on the street.
You want that woman, and you.
That's what I'm supposed to do. As a man, you're supposed to walk on the outside, not because I want her, but it's also I was taught that if you have her on the outside, that means you're selling her.
So you were taught that.
Yes.
Can we do a poll? Because there's tons of men who were not taught that and who are not doing that.
So have you been with a man where you were on the outside of the street? When you guys were walking on the street, he had you on the outside?
Because I'm going to check him if that is the case, but I should be on the inside of the street.
Yes, but instead of checking him, shouldn't the date be immediately over?
Shouldn't it be?
No, because sometimes
some
they weren't
people
taught.
just don't know.
Sometimes they weren't taught.
But that's not him saying, "Oh, I don't care about you." It's just that
sometimes they
I'm
weren't
oblivious to it because that wasn't something that was taught. Like, you know, some people don't have that male figure or whatever in their
lives. I wasn't taught it was that's the first time I hear that. I was taught that if, God forbid, a car comes into the sidewalk, they're going to hit you first because you're the man.
Yeah, because I'm looking to get hit by a car. Yeah.
No, but like you're bigger. Like, so it's like you're more likely to survive than me.
My bones can take the impact of a Tundra.
I'm just saying.
That's what it's for.
That's what I was taught. I'm just saying.
So when I say
true, but it's also because when you have the woman on the outside, it's kind of like, listen,
like you're selling her.
It's not my girl. Like she's up for grabs. Like it's not my piece.
That makes sense.
So with the differences between men and women, that's what I was saying. Like men and women should operate differently. And a man should show me, even from coming to my door to get me whatever, show me that you respect me and that your intentions with me you have good intentions and go hard for me. Because as a woman, naturally as women, we're not supposed to be out here hanging out with mad dudes. That's it. So if I'm giving you my time and energy, that means that I want to get to know you and I respect you. And I'm just looking forward to whatever it is that you have in store. And I hope that you're going to be respectful towards me and show me that. It's not because like, oh, you got mad dudes to compete with. Yes, there may be guys that are trying to talk to me, but if I'm giving you my time and my energy, you know that you can win me over if you go about it the right way. So, you know, I just expect for you to go hard or go home.
Okay.
I want you to like me more and show me that. Because I'm a girl. Like, I'm really a girly girl. Like, if a man does what he has to do, I'm be like, oh my God, I love him. That's just me.
Right.
I don't want no whack, not trying ass dude. I don't. I'm not.
And then with him knowing that dudes are trying to talk to you, do you ever does his body count matter at all or no? Do you ever ask a man
his body count?
Is that
ever
a new
matter?
question?
Have you ever asked a man's body count?
Like, who asks that?
Just asking.
No, is this a new question? Are we moving on?
Yes, it's
We're moving on.
That's what
Next
I'm
question. Just ask it again. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Who asks that?
Amanda. Do men's body count?
Body count count?
Body count? Does a man's body count? How about that, Amanda?
I'm gonna say no because I never ask. Like, it never comes to my mind to ask because I'm just always gonna assume. Not that I'm just gonna assume that it's
High
as fuck. You know.
Not just high as
fuck.
So
That doesn't put any pressure on you thinking that it's high at all, or no?
but that's
not really, because to be honest, I feel like men, I don't want to say at this age, there's different age ranges here. But the older,
run through.
exactly, you
What?
guys kind of just run through. That's how they got so much bodies. Like, they don't, maybe in their early years, they don't care too much about sex. So I don't feel pressured to be as good as someone he might have had sex with. He probably doesn't even remember all of these people that
Damn.
he's.
Oh, they remember.
Sorry to cut you guys off.
Naisha,
but this goes back
do you
to
want to be?
thing.
There's two guys on the couch today because I don't know what's her
do
deal.
you remember?
How do you know? How do you know?
I remember.
Linda, Lakeisha,
Because-
Linda.
Don't ask me how I know, but they remember.
We remember.
She like, oh, they
You
remember.
see what I'm saying? Like this goes back to the
Wrong.
I
last
remember. I remember all of
You
y'all.
don't.
There's guys that remember who was like, come
Girl.
on now.
So this goes back to what I was
I remember.
saying. They be running through them. I need you to like me more and let me know that that's not what you plan to do over here.
Yeah, but
this ain't gonna be a
look at
sonic
went
situation.
back.
look at what you just said. Yeah, right. She went back to our first question. The reality of the world is that competition exists everywhere. Like everywhere. With men, with women. That is just the reality that we live in. Competition is in every space, in every genre of life. It is what it is.
And
Like,
also something else that you said, you felt bad about your homies, right? You're like, oh, I feel bad for them. But let me tell you
Your
something.
homies.
Really,
my homies.
let's really. I wish that one of those homies were here so we could scroll
Homies, where you at,
through-
homies?
So we could scroll through the girls or whatever. Because it's like, what type of women are you going for? I just had a crazy conversation with someone who was like, I'm not going to say her name, but let's just say the guy was like, yo, I'll do anything. He was like, oh, I'll do anything for this girl. Let's just say it was Beyonce, but Beyonce was a bartender, so she's a superstar freaking bartender. He's like, yo, I'll do anything. I'll cash out on
Not
her.
making Beyonce a
I'll
bartender.
cash out on her. And it's like, you're literally an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You know the status of shorty girl, and your feelings get hurt because y'all do dumb stuff. Like you want to now invest your time and energy on someone who you know is really all about the money or all about this or all about that. Let's be honest. You can tell the difference. And then it's just like, y'all want to build these chicks. Y'all want to be with these chicks that are already built. They already done been there, done that. Build your own, build a chick. Like build a bear.
No.
Build your own chick.
Who
Like
wanna
be
build a bear.
No, be with someone. It's so easy. It's like women do it all the time. We take a guy, we bring him from nothing to something.
I don't want to build a bear.
I know we don't want it, but I'm saying as a man, you can easily like.
What do you mean you
Deal
take
with
him from nothing to bring him something?
Okay, I don't want to deal with that. That was younger life, but it's like you deal with
but
someone.
explain it.
Yeah, please.
You can be
I
with
wanna know.
someone, and it's just like, all right, you know that you shouldn't do this with your credit, or you know that you should, this looks good on you, or like you
She
just
means like guide them and like
Guide them.
teach them and like
Upgrade
show
them.
upgrade
So
them.
many-
Baby,
all
let
that
me
stuff.
upgrade
Build
you.
a bear, like you build a bear.
Oh.
So basically, what I'm saying is, for example, with
Rome,
this chick,
do you want to build a bear?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't
right?
think Bill
But
Bill.
a lot of older
Who
men
wants to
do
build
do
a
that
bear?
because they like younger women. But what I'm saying is sometimes men are like, oh, I want this girl that's pretty much ran through. And because she's fly and she's popular and everybody's on her, you're like, oh, this is the person that, that I'm going to try to attempt to talk to. And then you get your feelings hurt. And so that's why a lot of those guys end up in those situations sometimes. That's just been my perspective and my view on it.
Every situation is different. Like this dude could be the guy that she's been waiting for, and he could be showing her something different.
Yeah, but with that girl, it's like, baby, you ain't got what she looking for.
She's Beyonce.
So your feelings are going to get hurt. She's going to take the last crumbs you have.
Mm.
You're done.